In the last section, we installed Travis inside of a temporary container. We're now ready to log in to the Travis CLI so that it knows essentially who we are. Right now, inside the container, when we run Travis, we're just a random person, and it doesn't know to associate any files or settings that we're going to load into Travis CLI with our personal Travis account. So to log into Travis, we'll execute Travis login like so. Now, when we run that command, it's going to prompt us for our GitHub login information. As a reminder, when we initially signed up to Travis CI, we did not actually create a Travis account per se. We signed in using our GitHub accounts. So we need to make sure that we enter our GitHub login information here. So I'm going to enter in my GitHub username, and then I'm going to put in my password as well. Now on GitHub, I have two-factor authentication set up, which means that I'm going to be texted a code to enter here to my phone. So I'm going to very quickly enter that. And there we go. I'm now successfully logged into Travis CI. All right, so now that we are successfully logged in, we need to make sure that we copy the JSON file that we downloaded from the Google Cloud dashboard just a little bit ago over into our volumed directory, which for us is the complex project folder. So we're going to copy that folder over so that we can access that file inside of our container. Okay, so inside of my downloads directory, I've got my folder explorer open. Here's that JSON file that I downloaded just a little bit ago. And then I've got a second window here inside the complex directory. This is the project folder that we're working out of, and it's also a folder that is essentially volumed or set up as a volume inside the container. So I'm going to drag this file over like so. So that file now exists inside the complex directory. And then at the same time, I'm also going to rename that file just to make it a little bit easier to work with. So I'm going to rename the file to service-account.json, like so. So now if I go back over to my terminal and I do an ls, I should see service-account.json right here. Remember, you're only going to see this if you change into the /app folder. So if I print out my current working directory, I'm inside of the app folder inside of the container. So make sure you're inside of app, and once you are, you should see that service-account.json file up here. All right, so now that we've got that file inside of here, the last thing we need to do is run travis encrypt file, and we're going to specify the file that we want to encrypt. And there's one little addition to this command. We also need to specify the repository that we want to tie the encrypted file to. So it's going to look a little bit like this right here. There we go. So we'll do Travis encrypt file service-account.json, and then we're going to add on -r, and then specify the exact name of the repository that we want to tie this encrypted file to. You can get the name of the repository right here by going back to the Travis dashboard, and then looking at that project that we just tied to Travis CI. So here's that project that I just created over on GitHub. It's the same project we just tied to Travis CI. And so I'll see the entire name of the repository right here. So this is what we're going to enter into the encrypt file command. Now, the reason I'm showing you this in great detail is that your GitHub username is going to be case sensitive when you enter it into this Travis CI command. So you'll notice I have capital S and capital G. I need to make sure that I enter specifically capital S and capital G when I run encrypt file. Okay, so let's get to it. I'll do Travis encrypt file. I want to encrypt the service-account.json file, and then I'll enter in the repository that I want to tie this encrypted file to. So I'll enter in my GitHub username. Notice how, again, I've got capitals here for my GitHub username. If you don't have any capitals in your GitHub username, then you don't need any capitals. I'm just saying it has to be case sensitive. And then I'll do a / and the name of the repository that I want to tie this encrypted file to. In my case, I named the repository multi-k8s, like so. All right, so I'm going to run that command. It's then going to encrypt the file, and then I get a couple directions here. The first direction says that I need to add the following to my build script. So in the before install stage in my travis.yaml file. So I need to add this command right here to my travis.yaml file. This command is essentially going to take the encrypted file and then use the encrypted version of the file that is stored up on Travis CI servers and unencrypt it. So I'm going to copy that entire command. I'll then go over to my travis.yaml file, and then I'm going to add a new entry inside of my before install section here. So I'll add in a dash at the very start, and then I'll paste in that command like so. Now please triple check, make sure that the first part of the command says open SSL, and then the very last at the very end of this line should say -d, like so. Okay, now I can also look at the rest of the directions here. It says that I need to make sure that I add service account JSON.enc to my Git repository. If you list out your files and folders inside of this directory now, you'll see that it has created a new file inside of here called serviceaccount.json.enc, enc standing for encrypted. So this is a encrypted file right here. It is safe to add to our Git repository. But the original file, the service account.json file, not safe to add to my GitHub repository. So I'm going to open up my folder explorer again. Inside of here, here's the complex project folder. I see service account JSON and I see service account JSON encrypted. I'm going to make 100% triple sure that I take the original service account JSON file and I delete it. So really important, make sure you delete that. I'm even going to add a big note on here right now, just in case you're skipping through this section very quickly. I'm going to say very clearly, delete the original service account.json file. Please do that, I beg you. If you upload this file, someone will get into your Google Cloud account and probably nasty things are going to happen. So please, please, please delete the original file. So now if I do an ls after deleting the file, I should only see the new version, the enc right here. Again, this is the encrypted version of this file. It is 100% safe to upload up to GitHub and expose to the public at large. Okay, so that's it. That's the entire process. So I'm now going to exit out of this container by running exit. And now inside of my complex directory, because this was a volumed folder, I should see just the service account json.enc file, excuse me. Now again, make sure you delete that original file. You have to delete it. I apologize for harping on this, but I know someone out there is going to forget to delete the file. So make sure you delete that thing. So now the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to commit this added file right here. So I'll do a git add and a git commit -im. I'll say added encrypted service account file, like so. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So we've now encrypted that service account file and we are ready to make use of it inside of our travis.yaml file at some point in the future. So let's take a quick pause right here and we'll continue in the next section.